I was not born to a Christian family. I was not Christian. I was not Catholic. I got converted. And I had to learn catechism for 3 years. Because I come from a very traditional, ancestral worship, animism. That is what I was born into, and my whole family was that. So I didn't know what Christianity was all about. And then as I kind of tried to understand my faith and deepen my faith and all that, I came to realize that all those 10 commandments that it took me 3 years to learn could easily have been summarized into these two things, two big commandments: the love of God and the love of one another. A very simple story. I grew up in a village in the middle of nowhere where we have no running water, where we have no electricity, where we never had any health facility. I grew up in this little village where, unfortunately, when I was growing up, I didn't have parents. My parents happened to die very young, and I was just a little kid when my parents died. And I've grown up all my life actually not knowing or understanding what it means to have a parent. I thank God I'm alive. We were born 4 of us, 4 little boys, when our parents died. So it was very, very hard for us. We're not very happy kids, very sad kids all the time. Hungry, crying for food, fighting for food. And many nights we would go to bed so hungry we couldn't sleep. Obviously, we all didn't make it. We got malnourished, sick. 2 of the little ones also died. My oldest brother just couldn't handle it, so he decided to leave our little village and he ran away. He has never come back. It's almost 40 years now. I tried to look for him, but I've not been lucky. But I stayed in the village. Now, Catholic Relief Services came there. I was not Christian. I didn't know them. But they came to the village. The first thing they did, they built a school. But I hated school. I didn't know what it was. But they tricked me to go to the school. And the trick was that every morning they provided just a little snack. Just a little snack in that school for any child who came there. And I loved the snack. But I hated the school. Unfortunately, they decided to tie the snack to the school. So I kept going just for that little snack and the hot lunch at the end of the day. And today I am standing here joyfully still alive, now holding a master's in public administration from one of the universities in California. And I am now back home. I've been back home in Ghana for a couple of years working for Catholic Relief Services. And guess what I do? My job essentially is tricking children to go to school. Because they tricked me, now I have the skills of tricking children. But not only that, but I am blessed with a wife and 4 children. And my children will never be hungry again. Because I can provide a snack today. I can provide 3 meals for them. And they are all in school, whether they like it or not. Because now I have come to realize that education is simply liberation. It is liberation. I want you to imagine the power of a little snack in the life of a hungry child. That little snack for me was the greatest gift I ever received in my life, at the right time and in the right place, and my life has never been the same. And my little snack actually came from this little box 40 years ago. And there were moments that I almost gave up, but anytime I was about to give up and I think of the little snack from this little box, it was very hard to give up. I call it a gospel of love, a gospel of compassion around the world. And I thank God for that. And well, sometimes in all our challenges and struggles, all that it takes is just a little act of kindness to make such a great difference. And you know, when I share my story, it hurts me, it hurts people. But to be honest, it's a story of hope. It's a story that really brings out the goodness of people, the goodness of God in people, the love of God through people. I didn't have parents, but I had my little snack from you all through Catholic Relief Services. Jesus cured 10 lepers. One of them came back to say thank you to Jesus. I agree, I am that one leper who has come back. But in this case, I equally represent the other 9 lepers around the world whose lives have been touched and transformed through you all, through Catholic Relief Services. They cannot all make it here. On behalf of them, thank you for all you do for love. Thank you very much.